We are in the A, Atlanta. Week 8, regular season finale. Big 3 here on FS1 as the defending champions, Trilogy, taking on Tri-State. We take a look at the stand. This is a big game for Tri-State. Came into the night as the 4th seed. Well, they move up to the 3rd seed. Three's Company's already lost. They lost the first game that took place on Facebook. So now Tri-State looking to move up as the playoffs kick off next week in Dallas. Brian Custer alongside Jim Jackson. This is an interesting matchup because you remember back in week 1, Rashad McCants loves to intimidate his opponent, wears these masks. He wore the Jason mask. Nate Robinson had a game winner against him, didn't take too kindly to it, and went and stole the mask from him.
Well, you know what, Nate later apologized for it, but the emotions of the moment, Al Harrington didn't play in this game. The trash talking back and forth. Remember, this was a Trilogy team that after every game they would bow at center court. So it was a lot of animosity built up, not because they didn't like him, just because they were the winner, they were the champ. Nate's first year, he had a lot of stuff going on, and he wanted to prove that this wasn't going down like that this year. So I'm looking forward to seeing this battle again. Again, different things on the line. Trilogy not in the playoffs, but still a little animosity, I think, on both sides from that first game.
Well, for Trilogy, their head coach Rick Mahorn had a back procedure. We wish him well. So Kenyon Martin, who's been injured, he's going to do the coaching. He's also the captain. James White, Al Harrington's back. He missed last week with a knee injury. Rashad McCants, and for Tri-State, Amari Stoudemire. David Hawkins, who came into the night 3 points behind Corey Maggette for the scoring lead. Hawkins also an MVP candidate, and Nate Robinson will get the start. Maine O'Neal, not here for Tri-State, so Bonzi Wells is activated, and he will be playing for Dr. J's Tri-State squad.
And it'll be interesting to watch Kenyon Martin as he, for me, it's the substitutions pattern, also some plays coming in and out of timeouts.
Oh my, Amari!
Like we saw with Mahmoud, Nate Robinson puts a lot of pressure on the defense when he uses the pick and roll. That time the patience allowed Amari Stoudemire to get inside and start this game off with a dunk.
McCants shot. No, but there is Al Harrington to lay it in.
Al, a.k.a. Buckets.
Here's Nate Robinson. They go to the same play. This time David Hawkins for 3. No.
Simple 2-man game. That time a little confusion again on the switching, or you're going to stay at home with Tri-State. I mean, with Trilogy. And Dr. J wanted to run that play again. Why not use it one more time to see if Trilogy makes an adjustment defensively, instead bailed out with a jump shot at David Hawkins.
It's the other way. That's a good strip. It's the other way.
Fouls on Nate Robinson.
It ain't worked out.
Tough call.
So here's Rashad McCants. Wore the Mr. T Clubber Lane. I pity the fool mask for this one.
We gotta get that money out the table.
And rolls off. McCants is on the board, missed it. Hawkins pulls down the board. Nate for 4. Too strong.
It looked good all the way.
It really did.
A little too strong on the backside, but good look at it. Mismatch inside, great hand by Amari.
Yes, sir. That's all right.
Nate tied for the league in 4-pointers.
Yo.
We already said this one, you got to watch it between McCants and Nate Robinson.
Hey.
Well, you know, when you have a mismatch down low, when you have a smaller player on a bigger player, the one guy that can help you out in that mismatch, you see a travel inside, is when you're guarding the ball, you make that pass in the post extremely difficult.
What up, baby?
Because if you just lay back, you're able to get that pass in, and then that doesn't help the smaller defender.
Let's go to Nate.
Here's David Hawkins. Drives, lays it up. Doesn't get the roll, but he'll go to the line.
Hawk able to turn the corner that time. Al Harrington switched out with just a half a step behind, and Hawk able to get up underneath Al Harrington, not happy with the call.
Missed the free throw.
Are you sure? We gotta wake up. Yeah, stay with it, Nate. Don't worry about it. Same team. That's the same team. We gotta wake up. It's the same team. Same play.
Looks like a good call that time by the officials.
Here's Rashad McCants.
Hey, we can hey, wait on it. A little too early, but it worked out though. Switch that.
Here's David Hawkins. Hesitates, pulls, no.
Attack him! Hey!
James White, stolen. Hawkins working on Harrington. Spins, lost it, got it back. Blocked. Good defense by Trilogy.
Actually, great defense that time by Al Harrington. Not only did it pull the chair out from underneath David Hawkins, was right here. I think you got a layup. Not tonight.
Come on, man.
Here's Nate Robinson as he draws the foul with a second on the shot clock.
You wasn't gonna make that. Not that one. I know you got something in your bag, but you weren't gonna make that one.
Kenyon
box
Martin,
out, box
coach
out.
of Trilogy, talking to Nate Robinson.
Flight, get in there. No.
Nate knocks down the free throws.
Hey, on the elbow.
We're
out.
all tied up at 4.
On the elbow out. Set it, shot it, set it, shot it. Shot it, go set it, go set it.
Al Harrington rejected by Amari Stoudemire. He said, give me that.
I don't know what was better. The spin move was excellent, but the recovery that time by Amari Stoudemire to get back in play, right? The beautiful move, but Amari able to recover right back. Get the block shot.
He cuffed that, Jim Jackson.
Yeah, he did. And almost had a chance to save it, just a little off balance right there.
Cross screen. Switch.
Al Harrington rolls, missed it, follows it up, blocked again, but he puts it back up.
3 times the charm that time for Al Harrington. Got his money's worth. All 3 shots, got 2 points.
Former Atlanta Hawk.
Under. Oh, shit. Give me under.
Here's Hawkins.
Watch it.
Dips, blocked. James White, and he missed it.
Hey, goddamn! Come on, man. Smack in the face, bro. You hear me? Hey, was that air ball?
Remember in this first game,
was
too,
that
it was really
airball? Could I have
physical. The pace wasn't a fast-moving, free-flowing pace because both teams are very physical. It's a lot of contact. You can kind of see this game kind of mirroring the first game as well. Not a lot of fluidity offensively for both teams.
Rashad McCants. It's that basket. 4-point lead for Trilogy.
Yeah, I can hear Dr. J just say, put Bonzi Wells into the game. You got to pressure the pass of the passer inside.
You see McCants, he keeps motioning that Nate is too small.
Yeah, well, right here, David Hawkins was in between. So you playing on the side doesn't help. Either you're going to get up on the passer and create and prevent that pass, or you lay all the way back in the lane. Once you're in between, you're not doing yourself or your teammates any good.
Derek Byers will come in for Rashad McCants. Man, Derek Byers has played great. 17 last week, 15 the week before. 13 the week before that.
I got him. That's a foul!
Here's Byers.
That's a foul!
Instant offense he's been.
Well, you know, at that time, there's really nothing they can do about that, Robinson, except try to reach down and strip the ball.
By yourself right now, by yourself.
Tri-State 1 of 5 here from the field. Nate Robinson for 3. Bonzi Wells is checked in for Tri-State. And here comes buckets. Working on Stoudemire behind the back. He's got 5 on the shot clock. Hezzy spins, drives, and look at the defense by Amari Stoudemire. He's not having it tonight.
Well, the ability for Amari to slide his feet laterally and keep Al Harrington in front of him, but also not going for the spin moves and hesitations. Staying solid allows Amari to be in perfect position. And Al Harrington got a little get back right there.
He did. Got the steal, the assist. And how about Trilogy, the defending champs? They got themselves an 8-point lead on an 8-0 run over Tri-State. Regular season finale. It's a Big 3 here on FS1. Welcome back. It's the Big 3 here on FS1. 8-point lead for Trilogy over Tri-State. Tri-State 1 of 6 from the field, but I tell you what, Amari Stoudemire is playing some defense.
Well, he's hustling back in, staying in position, not fighting for ball fakes, pump fakes. Al Harrington is tricky with it when it comes to him putting the ball on the deck and going one-on-one. But as you see, Amari Stoudemire with 3 blocks, not having any of them.
He's also got 4 boards, 2 blocks. He's now tied for the league lead. Tri-State 1 of 6 from the floor. They go back to that's Amari.
How about 8?
Leap for that one. 1 of 7 from the field for Tri-State.
Well, I talked about this in the Threes Company game against Killer Threes, our first game that was on Facebook. A team that didn't really have anything to play for other than being professional. Threes Company didn't match the energy early on of Killer Threes. We see the same thing right here with Trilogy. But Tri-State not matching the effort and force of Trilogy.
That hit on Bonzi, didn't it?
Nate tried to get it into Bonzi Wells. Here's Nate, the jumper. Missed it. Dion Glover, former Atlanta Hawk. Welcome back to Derek Byers, who missed it. Puts it back in as he cleans up his own mess. 10-point lead now for Trilogy.
Oh, Moses Malone, tip it up, lay it up, miss it. You get the rebound and the shot and the score. So.
Go over the top.
10-0 run.
DB.
For Trilogy.
Go over the top of that. Go over the top.
Again, not coming in with the right mindset. You want to go into the playoffs with momentum. You've been playing well, but this Tri-State team, even last week, the week before, hasn't really played on all cylinders. Three-headed monsters kind of got out their slump earlier. Tri-State still seems like offensively they're struggling to figure out who they are.
You gotta get this offense on track. You gotta get this offense on track.
Call that one on Rashad McCants.
And I think a lot of it, too, with their offense being Tri-State, they tend to stand around too much and get bogged down by going one-on-one. When they can move the ball, move their bodies, they get a lot of open shots.
Bonzi Wells misses. Here's McCants. Oh, pull back between the legs. Behind the back. McCants, left hand. No, but he'll go to the line.
DB, next time go there. Is he there? Hey.
Sometimes you got to be patient as an offensive player. Amari bit for the pump fake, but got back. Shot McCants brings it back through the legs, and look at that right leg is up for Amari. And now he can go right by it and get inside.
Rashad McCants averages 8. Knocks down them free throws.
What you want? Well, let's go, baby. Let's find some offense. Don't back up. Don't back up.
I got you.
Don't back up. Don't back up. Don't back up.
12-point lead. Here's David Hawkins. He needs to get going for Tri-State. Spins, fades. No.
Back up.
Here's Bonzi Wells.
Yeah, Bonds with a crash.
Bonzi will go to the line.
What you want on that?
And maybe this will get
What
Tri-State
we do?
started to,
Set a screen, rescreen.
shot, rebound, get to the free throw line, get another stop defensively. I like to see a little bit more pick and roll, maybe with David Hawkins and Amari. Spot up Bonzi on the wing, force Trilogy to have to figure out how to guard that pick and roll with a shooter that can pop in Amari, but also a scorer, and David Hawkins coming on.
Tri-State can't buy a bucket. Derek Byers can. Yes, he can. Derek Byers has come off the bench and given him 5 straight points. 19-4, first team to 25 to go to the half. Stoudemire will go to the line.
Well, when you have nothing kind of to lose, being
don't bail him out.
Trilogy,
That's good D,
they
shot.
play with a sense of freedom.
Man, that's good D.
Night you just flow, and that's what we see. Tri-State seems a little tenser in some aspects. Again, positioning in the playoffs is so important. Three's Company loses, gives you a chance to kind of solidify your place, and you don't know what's going to happen next with power.
Yeah, crucial game for Tri-State because came in with the same record as Three's Company. Three's Company lost the first game of the night. So all of a sudden, Tri-State moves up into the 3rd seed. Three's Company drops to the 4th seed, but if Tri-State drops this, they'll fall right back down to 4.
Yep.
That's bad, man.
Al Harrington will check back in.
That's bad, man.
Deion Glover will have a seat. Stoudemire back at the line. Stat has 4 points.
See, y'all got something right about the foul.
Oh, get up, ball. Get in.
And he missed. Here's Rashad McCants. Derek Byers goes right by Bonzi Wells. David Hawkins fouls him at the rim.
Well, he put more than the foul on. That was straight shoulder and body work. Now, Hawk went up to challenge the shot, but take a look at the end of the play. Right? Bam!
Oh, my.
And you know, Derek Byers saw in the corner of his eyes that Hawk was coming over. So he braced himself for the
What
impact.
else is he going to do with the ball? What else is he going to do with the ball right there? No, he got hit. The ball went that way. The contact forced the ball that way.
Kenyon Martin is coaching, huh?
The momentum forced the ball that way.
Try to keep attacking, man. That free throw's mine. You gotta make the free throws, bro.
Ref's going to take another look here.
He'll score.
You gotta create more energy
The
out here.
momentum made the ball go that way.
Movement. They're switching.
The
They're trying to
momentum
switch
made
to
the
slow
ball
us
go
down.
that way.
Yeah.
Refs are taking a look to see if he's shooting or not.
Yeah.
He was going to go up for the shot or drop off the pass.
I'm gonna get 2 feet in the paint.
And it's tough to see right here because it looks like when he goes up, he's going up, but then is that the contact that makes him throw up? Does he bring his arm down? Looks like that's going to be a pass. Because the shot wasn't going up, but they're going to give him 2 on that.
What else is he on? No, the momentum.
You lost it?
Hey, if you meet something like this, and the
Derek
ball,
Byers will
going
go to
that
the
way.
line.
Hey, you in a hurry?
At 17 points last week. Trilogy got to
Get
win.
that money, DB. Red ball.
Hey, we got one down. We
Next
got one
foul,
down.
win.
Right now, he's got 9.
Red ball.
We ain't in the
What
penalty
we got?
yet.
What we got?
Hey, no fouls. No fouls. Don't back up. Don't back up.
15-2 run for Trilogy.
You good, Al? 3 seconds.
Here's
3
Bonzi Wells.
seconds.
Got it from 12 feet out.
We good. No fouls. Hey.
21-8 Trilogy. 4
Stay
points
there,
away from the
Stay
half.
there. Stay there.
McCants.
Oh, Lord.
Step back 3.
Oh,
Man's a
Lord.
professional scorer.
Oh, Lord.
1 point away from the half. Byers behind the back pass to McCants, who lost it.
Stay there, stay there, stay there.
Gets it back.
Look it out. 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 Look it out.
McCants loses it. Al Harrington pushed Bonzi Wells off.
Line him up.
You get another look from Ref Cam.
Step back, give me space, make you pay.
We good, fellas. We good. Box out. He with us. Hey, box out. He with us.
Bonzi knocks down the free throws. 14-point lead for Trilogy.
Hey, no fouls, fellas, no fouls.
Next point
You ready?
for Trilogy. We go to the half. Tri-State now in the bonus.
You good, man?
Hawkins in the lane. Powers his way in.
Keep going, Hawk. Keep going. Shot it.
12-point lead.
Shot it. Attack him.
Here's Byers. He'll go right at Bonzi Wells. Spins in the lane. No.
No foul. No foul. Turbo.
Bonzi Wells. Going to push. There's the putback by buckets. Al Harrington.
Little push, huh?
14-point lead for the defending champions Trilogy.
You talk about the little push off right there.
Little shiver.
That shiver ended up being an easy layup on the opposite side for Al Harrington.
It's time for the Rap Report. Here he is.
All right, I'm with Al Harrington. You guys took a loss to these guys last time. You're up now. What do you guys need to do to close this out?
Man, just keep playing hard. I mean, we're playing really good defense. Kind of remind me of last year. So it's a little too late, but at the end of the day, we can still win this ball game.
All right, well, good luck, Al. Fellas, that's called unprecedented access. Hashtag unprecedented access.
And only you have it. 26-12, 14-point lead for the defending champs. Tri-State trying to move up in the playoff seedings. It's the regular season finale. It's the Big Three here on FS1.
Two great National League games on FS1 tomorrow. Anthony Rizzo and the Cubs take on Bryce Harper and the Nationals. Then the Brewers will face off with the Braves. It all starts at 3 p.m. Eastern on FS1 or stream it live on the Fox Sports Go app. And back here in Atlanta, Trilogy with a 26-12 lead over Tri-State here at halftime. And hey, don't tell the defending champs Trilogy that this game doesn't mean anything. They came into this game tonight in Atlanta with revenge on their mind, and it all started with Rashad McCants, aka Mr. T. We saw the mask early on there, banking the jumper, then going to work in the lane. You know, he told Michael Rappaport early on that this was going to be a beatdown, and he's doing everything he can to make that happen. He has been fantastic tonight. Derek Byers as well with the turnaround jumper here. He has 9 points. There he is putting back his own miss, and then later with the long ball from the corner. 9 points apiece for Rashad McCants and Derek Byers. 3 of 7 for McCants, 3 of 4. Efficient night for Derek Byers. 3 boards and a 1 board from Derek Byers. Now our very own Michael Rappaport, the man with all of the access, is standing by with more.
All right, I'm with Bonzi Wells. You guys beat these guys up the first time you played. You're down 26-12 now. What are you going to do to get back into this puppy, Bonzi?
Well, this is a game we needed going into the playoffs. You know, we need to find a little adversity. We're going to come back in the second half, and then we're going to give us the momentum we need going into the playoffs.
All right, well, good luck, Bonzi Wells. That is unprecedented access. I don't know if you have it. I do. Fellas, I expect these guys to not give up without a strong, tough fight.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, they certainly need it. If they want to move up, you never know here, especially with Three's Company already suffering a loss. It's an important game here for Tri-State.
Well, it sounds good. You say the right things and say this is what we have to do. We have to do A, B, C, D. But do you bring that? And we'll be able to see that at the beginning of this second half. First on the defensive end of the court, if Tri-State is there mentally, then on the offensive end, is the flow there? Again, they've been bogged down the last 2 weeks, haven't really looked good. Same thing has happened in the first half. You can talk about it.
Yep.
But let's see if they can put it into action.
A lot on the line for Tri-State and for David Hawkins, looking to be MVP, looking for the scoring title. Came into the night 3 points behind, and he's only had 2 points in the first half. And you see Ricky Davis, he already put up 16. So right now he's the scoring leader. Corey Maggette, you'll see him in his power squad next. Let's see what Tri-State and David Hawkins has in store for the second half. Heard Bonzi Wells say they needed some adversity. Maybe that'll get them going. They're down 14. Here's the Hawk. The 3. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, not what you want on that first defensive possession that time by Trilogy or Al Harrington. The coaches always talk about don't bail a shooter out, be in position, hands straight up. That time, Hawk able to get himself a free three-point shot.
He knocks down the free throws.
All right, baby. That's the play.
Maybe that'll get him going.
Screen.
Inside Infinite Energy Arena here in the A. Harrington loses it. This is Nate Robinson. Nate, drive, no. Skip pad, James White.
All right, let's go state.
And here's Hawkins again for 4. It was on target. That one challenged by Hawkins.
Play ball.
Hawkins drive, banks it off the glass. David Hawkins has come out with 5 straight.
Well, at that time, Hawk was able to dip his shoulder, that left shoulder, get underneath Al Harrington, then stretch out and hit that layup.
James has taken flight with 4. Trilogy, 13-point lead. First team to 50, win by 2.
3 seconds. 3 seconds.
Stoudemire spins, gets his own rebound, goes up again. He'll go to the line.
You gotta stop fouling, Black.
James White there.
They let you foul him 3
Hawk
times.
was like, you got to make it. He said, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Elementary school, I went to school, I can count. Can you?
Watch the basket go in right here. Hey, NBA game, you'll be sitting on the bench because you got 3 fouls already.
Stoudemire, these guys talking to each other. He knocks down the free throws.
Hey, Frank, first play.
11-point lead for Trilogy.
Watch the flare.
Here's Harrington.
His hands down.
He can't. Misses.
Well, you went up too nonchalant.
And Harrington, the bucket and 1.
Well, Trilogy able to get away from it, but that time, Rashad McCants kind of went up lazily for this shot. Did you see it right here? Backdoor cut. Bam got it beautiful. He just kind of goes up, but able to recover his own rebound, and now Al Harrington to the line.
And Harrington.
This shot was a year about to get shot the rim.
The 3-point play.
Let's go, baby. Keep your hands up. Let's go. We gotta stop fouling. Hands up.
14-point lead for Trilogy. They have really controlled this one from start.
Yes, sir.
As Nate lays it up and in. Good drive.
Well, here it is. It was a pick and roll, quick action with Nate Robinson and Mari Stoudemire. It was so quick, Trilogy couldn't react. And guess what? You end up getting another layup. Don't go away from it. Go right back to it.
Fly. Nothing. Come on, come on.
Harrington lost it. Rolling to the basket. Pulls back for 3. Nate. Air ball. James White knocks down the 3.
Flight. Shoot the first. Shoot the first, Flight.
Nate pulls back. Got it.
Defense, defense.
13-point lead now.
Defense.
Over Trilogy.
Yeah, when you have quickness like Nate Robinson, you're going to get that little step back shot because guys just don't want to get beat off the dribble.
Hey, watch the hook first. Watch the hook. Come on. Hey, on the spin.
A little grab there by Nate. Watch the right arm. Watch the right arm off the spin here. A little grab. Let him come with me.
We were in striking distance. We were in striking distance.
Come on with me.
Need a stop here. Need a stop here.
They go into McCants again. Yep. Mouse in the house.
Hold your ground, man. Hold your... Push him out. Push him out. 2 hands. Gotta get him out of there.
15-point lead. And Big Al likes it. We're in Atlanta at the Big 3 here on FS1. Welcome back to the Big 3 here on FS1. Rashad McCants being worked on by the trainer there in that timeout. He has 11 points. Hey, remember, he has played very well offensively for Trilogy here tonight.
Well, he has, especially when Nate Robinson has been guarding him on the post or mid-post. Rashad McCants can take advantage of his size and strength. Again, this dates back to that first game when both players were going back and forth with each other. Got kind of physical, a lot of trash talking, and right now,
you think a cramp there? See, he gets
not a good look. He's not. They were stretching him out on the floor. I didn't know if it was his back, if it's his hip, or a combination of both. But it's not a good look right now for Rashad McCants.
Yes, sir.
As Nate hesitates, freezes the defense, and then banks it home. 13-point lead for Trilogy. The defending champs went unbeaten all last season, coming in this one 2-5. There's James White.
Well, part of the problem, too, here with Tri-State, offensively they struggle, but they haven't been able to get consistent defensive stops. So that's the only way you're going to be able to make a run to kind of cut into this 15-point lead is by getting multiple stops.
Here's Nate for the threes. You saw McCants hit back to the dressing room. Nate drives, missed it. The kick out. Hawkins thought about the 4. Now he drives it. He'll go to the line.
We gotta get on the line. Come on. You're all right doing it.
David Hawkins.
All right, we got time for that shit.
He's got 7.
Hey, box out.
Missed it. Byers for 3.
It's a little short. Yeah, just a little short right there for Derek Byers.
Al Harrington thought he was going to spin.
Well, he did though, right? It was right thought, but the execution of getting that pass there was a little bit just too far in front of Derek Byers.
Hey, come on now.
15-point lead for Trilogy. 10 points away from victory.
Here I come. Down it.
Drop pass. Stoudemire. He tried to flush it. White.
I got him.
Behind the back to Harrington. 3 on the clock.
I got him.
5 now on the shot clock for Nate Robinson. He'll pull it up. And they just cannot find the answer at all offensively. Harrington, he'll go to the line.
Yeah, it's had some really good shots. Just been a little bit short, a little bit off. Those are the frustrating ones when you're getting open looks, but you can't seem to be able to find the bottom of the net.
You can tell Kenyon Martin felt his team was getting a little winded, especially with Rashad McCants now back in the dressing room. Nice to give him a little breather.
Well, he wants to finish off this game the right way, too, knowing that this Tri-State team, they find their offensive rhythm, get some stops, can make a run. So you take a strategic timeout, more so, like you said, to get some rest, talk about some situations and figure out ways to finish this game on and finish this game on.
See Dr. J there talking to his Tri-State squad. You may not know this, but you know Dr. J was an Atlanta Hawk.
Yeah.
Yes, Dr. J was an Atlanta Hawk in 1972. Played in 2 exhibition games for the Atlanta Hawks right after his ABA days. And you know what? How about the other coach? Trilogy. It's Kenyon Martin tonight. He's with Michael Rappaport.
All right, I'm here with K-Mart, Kenyon Martin. You guys are up. You need to close this thing out. What does your team need to do to pull out this victory?
We want to stop fouling. That's the way they got back in the game in the first half. Well, just stay solid, man. I'm going to get a good shot every time, get a stop.
What's the word on McCants?
He caught a cramp. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he'll come back out. We'll see.
All right, good luck. That's my man Kenyon Martin. Call him Kmart. Used to be a beast. Okay, took the Nets to the finals against an unstoppable Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, the former New Jersey Nets, now of the Brooklyn Nets, where we're going to be playing our finals August 24th. If that ain't a plug that started with a segue that turned into a plug, I don't know what is.
Took it full circle, didn't you, Michael?
That's called full circle, full axis, full plug.
And see, Mike, that's why we love you. That's why when you come to the dressing room, your name is right there.
Absolutely.
At the bottom.
Damn.
Harrington knocked down the free throw. I tell you what, 11,216 have come out here to this arena. 11,800 is capacity. So Atlanta showing strong, and so is Amari Stoudemire as he banks it home.
What you think about that too, this is outside of the city. So traffic coming this way where a lot of people are commuting home, it's tough to get to, but the fans made a dedicated effort to be here, and right now we can feel the energy in the building.
Here's Harrington, spins. Left is short. Here's Nate. Hawkins now. 5 on the shot clock. Nate pulls it from 3. Hawk, crossover, lays it in.
That time Deion Glover got stuck in some mud with cement on that quick crossover, couldn't react in time.
See it happening, baby. See it happening. This is a foul, man.
13-point lead. Here's Byers. No. The Hawk gets the bump, and he'll go to the line.
Hey, can I ask you a question? What's the difference in that drive than Al Harrington's drive? Same amount of contact. Just because he's
Hawk
bigger,
right here with the
it matter, man.
crossover.
Same amount of contact.
My man D
You can
Glove,
shake your
I
head all
love
you
you.
want. I'm watching
His
the game.
mind told him
Same
to
amount
move
of
to the
contact.
left, but his body just couldn't quite follow what his mind was telling him to do.
You know, hey, you the only one that's violent. Listen, violent out here.
Here's Hawkins. Got it.
We got to stop fouling, man.
And if you're Trilogy, you just don't want to settle for jump shots right here. Derek Byers has been really good at penetrating Al Harrington, getting his body inside, and that's a good pick and roll and a good shot, just not able to knock it down. But I like that better than a forced shot.
3 seconds.
Lost it. And he
How about
fouls
3
Deion Glover.
seconds?
Yeah, that's a frustration foul right there by Nate Robinson, because he felt on multiple occasions he was fouled underneath the rim. The officials didn't call it, and I knew right there Nate Robinson was gonna take that hard
Get
foul.
out of here. Get out of here. You ain't shooting. Come on.
Rashad McCants returned to the bench for
Hey,
Trilogy.
Get him.
Your
Walk
opinion,
into
Martin
it.
said
Walk
it
into
was
it,
a
Hawk.
trend.
Walk into it.
Here's the
Walk
foul
into it.
by the Hawk. Gets his own board. Drops it off to Amari Stoudemire, who lays it in. And now all of a sudden the lead is 9.
Well, yeah, because right now, Trilogy
we got to rebound the ball.
just not doing the little things they've been doing to get this lead.
Push off, man. Come on.
Al Harrington taking it to the rim with authority with the spin.
Well, I mean, it ain't that difficult when you know you got Al Harrington. Now, keep in mind, Amari Stoudemire has done a great job throughout this game of staying in front of Al Harrington and making it more difficult for him to be effective. At that time, Al was able to get underneath Amari, play a little bully ball to pick up that foul.
Tri-State on this 8-0 run. First team to 50 wins it, win by 2.
Yes, sir. I'm on.
That stops the run of Tri-State.
Yeah, now in the penalty for Trilogy, you score, you get fouled, you fouled, now you can retain possession.
Hey, look at this.
Here's Buckets. Spin. Up and under.
Offensive. Money out. Where's he supposed to go?
Yo, man, what you looking at, man?
Where's he supposed to go?
Where am I supposed to go? I'm right there in him. Everywhere he go, I'm there. He comes with the elbows.
Where's he supposed to go?
Man, you full.
Hey, if they need a timeout, if they need a timeout, tell them to call one.
Hey, I'm bleeding, man. Call the timeout, sir. I'm bleeding. Come on, man. Bleeding. Have somebody look at him.
See Amari Stoudemire being tended to.
They small.
That's it.
Let's take a look here what Amari Stoudemire's complaining about.
Well, he's in position. I think what the official call was that left hand, left arm. Watch his left arm. Does it come down? No. I thought it was good position. Unless he called a little wrap around the waist. But I don't think he called that. So Amari had legitimate beef while he was out there.
Nate finally gets that corner 3.
So it's not lane violation? Is it not?
8-point game.
8-point lead for Trilogy. They are 6 points from victory.
And last year, this is where you just went, well, I was going to say right to Al Harrington, but because of the lack of communication, the baseline opened up, and Derek Byers was able to recognize that and exploit it for an easy 2.
10-point lead.
How not?
Trilogy 4 points away from victory. Hawkins drives, banks it home, yes.
We good.
Again, the quick attack favors Tri-State. This Trilogy team is a little bit more physical.
Hawkins has got 13, 11 here in the second half.
Look at this matchup.
Here's Byers.
No foul.
The kick out.
No
Nate
foul.
for 4.
No foul.
Nate from the other side for 4. Hawkins now.
No foul. No foul.
They're going to Bonzi Wells. Fired. Spins, fades, banks it home. Bonzi Wells.
Tough shot, but Kenyon Martin, if you can hear through the mic, was telling his team, don't foul. Because you don't foul, because they score, you get the ball. If you foul them, now they get a chance to get to the free throw line. Because being in the penalty, they retain the possession themselves. So they make the free throw.
Flight.
No. Well, y'all lucky I got this damn mic on, man.
Yeah, we'll take 20
Take another look.
And
Flight.
Well,
does
how
it go
about
off
you
his
call the
head?
foul then?
Does it go off his head right here at the end?
It looked like it hit his
So if you look at it, it's a foul. You gonna call the foul? Huh? So, but if you look at it and it's a foul, you gonna call the foul? Because it's an obvious foul. So let me ask. So no, I got a question. So how is that not? I'm coaching, so you can talk to me. How is that not a lane violation? If he step in the lane before he shoot the ball, that's a lane violation. Huh? It ain't close, man. No, he over the line before he shoot the ball. That's a lane violation. That's exactly what Nate Robinson did. I'm telling you, that's what it is, man. Like y'all so iffy on what y'all want to call and what y'all don't call. Just call the game the right way, and I wouldn't have nothing to say to y'all.
How about that from ref cam? Kenyon Martin getting after it. This is what they're looking at. Did Bonzi Wells knock that out of the hand, or did James White lose it?
Well, Bonzi definitely tipped it, but I do believe it may have gone. Again, look at the direction of the ball after Bonzi hits it. So it bounces up.
But it hit. Watch his, is it his left hand? We can roll that angle back again. It almost looked like James White's hand touches that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The carom of the ball changes right here.
Watch
it bounce up.
You see his hand? You see that left? Yeah.
So it bounces up. So it goes off of James White.
It's their ball. Let's go.
Okay.
We need to timeout anyway.
Got it? Which side?
So they say possession, though, Trilogy. And Tri-State nearly comes up with a steal.
And I don't agree with. I don't see how that one. The ball clearly changes flight pattern
It's all effort
after
right
it
now.
gets
It's all
hit.
effort.
So Bonzi is swiping down, but the ball goes up. It had to hit off of James White.
Get a catch. Throw it in.
Fire. And here's the push off by Al Harrington.
Yeah, that's about the third one this evening that Al has had.
We don't
Probably
need
out
three.
of
We don't shoot that
frustration
shot.
a little bit.
If not, throw it in the post.
Concentrate. Focus.
They not. How they gonna double fast?
Let's go to Michael Rappaport.
All right, fellas, I am right here under the basket by the padding, and it is physical. These guys are going at it. They're grabbing, they're pushing, they're holding. I cannot believe that that was called on Bonzi Wells. I'm in shock that that was called on Bonzi Wells. But let me attest to something. This is hard-nosed, smash-mouth, grown man, big three basketball. Trilogy is just playing for pride, and they are playing all out down here.
You can't, if a guy's holding, you can't push him off.
You're Dr. J. We thought the foul was on Al Harrington, but they're going to say it's on Bonzi Wells.
That's crazy, man. If you're holding him, he still can't push him off if you're holding him. They can just sit there and hold each other.
Harrington now 9 points here in the second half. Trilogy 2 points away from victory. They can win it right here.
No, this is a foul.
And they go to Al Harrington. Bonzi Wells. Turn. Left hand. Got it. The defending champs knock off Tri-State. They get their revenge from a week 1 loss. And Tri-State will finish the regular season at 5-3.
Yeah, Trilogy, not a lot of success this year as far as defending their title, but we saw a lot of this last year when they needed, i.e. a bucket. You got it from buckets, which was Al Harrington, especially in late game situations because he was so tough on the post, unable to stop just guarding him one-on-one.
Big Al, 11 points in the second half, 17 in the game. He's with Michael Rappaport.
New Jersey's in the house. Big Al Harrington. I'm a man-to-man. I'm asking you a question here. Was that a foul on you or Bonzi Wells?
It was foul on Bonzi. As soon as I turned, he just bear hugged me, so I had to get him off me.
Al, you're an honest guy. I know they call you Big Al. They're not going to call you Honest Al. Listen to me. You guys are playing for pride. You're playing for dignity. How does it feel to pull out this victory, although you guys are out of the playoff?
It feels good, man. You know what I mean? We're a much better team than we showed this year. But, you know, stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to continue to play hard, you know, finish this thing off, be professionals, and that's what we're doing.
All right, congratulations on the win. Keep doing your thing, Al. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I told this to Al Harrington to his face. That was a foul on him. That was a vicious foul. They call him Big Al. They don't call him Honest Al. There's a reason.
Hey, Mike, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
What's congratulations? What is that?
What was it worth?
What word is that?
I wasn't going to say that.
What congratulations? What is that?
I got to tell you something. It's so loud in this arena.
Yeah.
I might be saying
You
things.
got tongue-tied, didn't you?
Basic words, basic English, I might screw them up.
I'm just asking. So how do you do your lines then when you act?
Listen,
You ad-lib, but what are we doing here?
I'm a trained professional actor. I'm a thespian, okay? They call me a thespian. Stage, television, film, I do it all.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The #1 seed, Power. They're up next as Trilogy knocks off Tri-State. It's the Big Three here on FS1.